Hello, hello. Welcome to Week 10 Monday, better known as the night that routers begin for 2-year-olds, which is the actual best. The best thing in the world, in my opinion. Other people may not agree. Because frankly, routers are annoying. First of all, it's the hardest. And second of all, they don't even get to start till Week 10. Speaking of Week 10, I just got off the phone with the admin and we were talking about some stuff that we were building for 8.0. And I was like, you remember when we started this and we had like 26 weeks to go? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, we've got 6. We need to go faster. And he was like, what? And I was like, I know. Whoops. So, yeah. Anyhow, it's Week 10 Monday and we're in Toronto, eh? We've got 2 races tonight, with the first being the $1 million Toronto Mile. And as Louise Bayou in the chat did just mention, her horse Pepperjack Badan is not here. But he should be here because this is a field of some seriously old men and Whisper Soft. That's basically it. There's a 3-year-old filly in here with a serious chance because this is not like the best miler field ever. It's not bad, but it's no Pegasus. It's no Dubai. Sadly for me, the movie has ended, which means it could be all kids all the time. I did not time it very well. Anyway, there's a field of 7 in here, with number 1 on the rail being Blind Seer. This is a horse that Rebecca Rose Hepburn gelded way, way, way back, and I'm like shocked that she did. I don't know why she did. I mean, don't get me wrong, she gelds all the things, but this horse had nothing wrong with him. He's won 20 of 41 starts and $1.8 million. His last Grade 1 win was 4 starts back. He was second last out in the Grade 1 Hong Kong Champions Mile. He's been running over in Asia for about a year and a half now. Comes here for the purse money today. Definitely in with a shot. Number 2 is Make a Man, named after Mulan. Glenn Larson owns this one, a $2.5 million purchase, who's earned back 1.4. This guy's coming off of a win in the Grade 3 Dusk in the Meadow. If you guys don't know who Dusk in the Meadow is, look him up. He's one of the very first ever sim turf milers. He was such a cool horse. I want to say he was dual surfaced, but I could be making that up. Before that, this guy last year was 8th in the Stewards Cup Turf Mile. Then he went on to be 3rd in the Give Applause and 5th in the Spartacus. Seemed like maybe the son of Rillian's best days were behind him, and then all of a sudden he jumps up and wins that Grade 3. Always a competitive sort. Number 3 is To Get It Right for Dennis Trusty. This is another 9-year-old gelding. Why are they all 1,000 in this race? I don't understand it. This guy's 17 for 36 lifetime, $650,000 earned. This is the horse that defeated Blind Seer in that Hong Kong Champions Mile last out. Start before that, he ran 4th for 32,000. I'm not really sure why he was in for 32,000, because he was multiple Grade 1 placed and a graded stakes winner. But I guess he's 9. No one was going to take him. Came right back to win a Grade 1. I don't know if that's excellent training or just funny. I'm going to go with funny at this point. And excellent training. Number 4 is Still Dancing for John Exet. This is a homebred son of Shatterdome out of a Do No Harm mare. This guy's 14 for 16 lifetime, and he seems to have suddenly come into his own. He was running in allowance and non-winners options for the last 2 years. All of a sudden, he won a non-winners of 3, finally got that down, and came right back to win the Grade 3 pre-status symbol. Could he be on the upswing and add a Grade 1 today? Number 5 is Too Many Secrets for Danny Derby, a $3 million purchase, who was 4 for 7 lifetime. This guy did win the Stewards Cup Turf Trial last year, but did not end up running in the big dance. He was 4th in the Commiticize, came back to win a listed stakes in Chile, then was 2nd in the South African 2000 Guineas, and last out, he won the Wet Stakes. Number 6 is Whisper Soft for Gary Pratt. This has to be your favorite in here today. $1 million purchase, who's earned back 1.8. This is your winner of the Dubai Millennium Mile last out. Over Pepperjack Badan, You Are Free, all those good ones. He was 3rd in the Pegasus, 2nd in the Stewards Cup. Obviously, always a major player, and your most likely winner tonight. Rounding out the field, number 7 is Heartbeats Faster for Fanta Arcadia. This is a 3-year-old filly by Red Fern, 6 for 8 lifetime. This filly did defeat older males 2 starts ago in the Mona Kai Mile, which I think I said at the time was basically impossible. A 3-year-old filly defeating males before week 9 is very, very difficult. To defeat older males is bonkersville. Like, that is very hard. So, obviously a legit player here today. And that is your field with 3 minutes to go. Make sure you get your bets in for the daily double and the pick 4 and the pick 6, all of those things. So when I muted the microphone and yelled at my child, did I not? Did it not mute? Because that's awkward. Stop. Go away. Stop. Race after this is the Queen's Derby for 3-year-olds on the dirt. Oh my gosh. My cat just attacked my dog and his claw got stuck in my dog's leg and like the dog didn't kill him, which was nice. If you guys want to see something funny / not funny at all, I tweeted a picture of my parents' dog. He decided to tangle with a rattlesnake today. Pro tip, don't do that. He's going to be okay. It's not recommended. Pro tip to myself, feed the cats before you do this. Two minutes to post. For the Toronto Mile. I'm just going to go look and see who won it last year. The answer to that, Pepperjack Boudin. Okay, so Bay knew this race existed last year. He rolled last year. Watching her reaction is pretty funny. That's pretty good. Third in this race last year was Superpowers, who is now retired and standing for $20,000. You should breed to him because he's cool. Sorry. Okay, I wasn't planning on doing that out loud. It is post time for the Toronto Mile. Betting pool closes at $8,500. Pick 6 and pick 4 and daily double are now closed. They're in the gate. They're off in the Toronto Mile. Heartbeats Faster on the outside was away slowly, but the rest were away well. Whisper Soft and then Blind Seer on the rail, and here's Heartbeats Faster, who is urged up to take over. Make a Man Between Horses and To Get It Right, Still Dancing, and Too Many Secrets is at the back of the pack. So it is Heartbeats Faster, dueling with Whisper Soft, and these two trying to kick away from Blind Seer, who's still there, and then comes Make a Man. To Get It Right alongside Still Dancing, and another length back to Too Many Secrets. It is Heartbeats Faster, and she leads by a length now with Whisper Soft tracking second. Then comes Blind Seer and Make a Man. Still Dancing is up 5th. To Get It Right has dropped back 6th. And then Too Many Secrets is at the back of the pack. 3 furlongs left to go in the Toronto Mile. And it is still Hearts Beat Faster. The filly is leading by a neck. And it's Whisper Soft who's breathing down her flank. Then comes Still Dancing who's picked up another spot. He's now 3rd. To Get It Right is 4th. And Blind Seer is dropping back 5th. To Make a Man is out of it. Too Many Secrets is at the back of the pack. And it is still Heartbeats Faster. But To Get It Right and Still Dancing are the horses swallowing her up. Whisper Soft back 4th. It is To Get It Right and Still Dancing alongside, kicking away from Heartbeats Faster. To Get It Right, Still Dancing on the outside, and Still Dancing gets his head down in time. To Get It Right 2nd, Heartbeats Faster 3rd, Whisper Soft and Blind Seer. The official winner is Still Dancing. He's a 5-year-old chestnut horse by Shatterdome out of Spin to the Stars by Do No Harm. He is a homebred for John Exet, and this is his 5th win in 17 starts. Also, he had somehow only earned 96,000 before this, and now he's earned 696,000. That's a decent payday. This horse literally broke his maiden in allowance company 3 years ago and hadn't won, and then he's now railed off three straight in a row. That words are hard. That race was fun. Next up is the Queen's Derby. This race is often strange because it always has a good field, but sometimes it has like a really good field. And that's when the horses don't run in the Long Island Classic Week 9. This year they did. You may recall the epic race that we had with Kingslayer defeating Dave Matthews Band and Man in Motion. Likely to see all three of those Week 12 Friday in the whatever that race is called, Midsummer, what's it? Hold on one second, I'm going to make my kids lock the obnoxious cats up. We're having technical difficulties at following directions. Okay. Everything's going to be fine. We have a field of 7 running for $1 million. And on the rail, we have what I think is the number one upset hope in here. I mean, he wouldn't even be that big of an upset, but that is the homebred for Todd Lucas, Ransack. This horse is Canada all over because Todd Lucas is from Canada, and thus I've decided that that's meant to be. This is a son of James Dean out of a Heart of the Storm mare who is royally bred. This guy was 4th in the Louisville Derby after winning both of his preps, including the Grade 1 Kentucky Blue. He was beaten only 3.5 lengths in the Derby. Missed the rest of the Triple Crown to run here. Number 2 is Avenger for Pete Vella. This is that $9 million son of Blue Bayou. Blue Bayou getting a lot of action thanks to the forum this week. Someone posted something for someone else's mare, and then a bunch of people were like, yeah, good plan, and they all went to Blue Bayou. Anyway, he does not need more help. So Avenger was your winner of the New Orleans Derby, and he went into the Louisville Derby and ran 6th, went into the Baltimore Crown and ran 4th. He could have run in the Long Island Classic. His pedigree could have gone either way, but probably better suited to this 1.25 miles rather than the 1.5 miles. This was the horse who was 3rd in the Stewards Cup Juvenile last year. 3 for 7 lifetime. Pete Vella won this race last year with Lazy Dog. Number 3 is Achievement for Eric Nalbone. This is another son of Blue Bayou out of a Just Victory mare. This guy was unbeaten going into the Derby. He did win the Stewards Cup Juvenile last year. 7th in the Derby, which was kind of a disappointment, came back to run 2nd in the Baltimore Crown. I kind of thought he was going to win that race, and he couldn't get it done. 5 for 7 lifetime, never would have gone the 1.5 miles, so he's here today to find out if that Derby performance, the 7th, was a fluke, or if he's just limited. Number 4 is Netherland for John Exet, who did win our last race. This guy broke his maiden week 13 of last year and has not hit the board since then. That's a lie. He was 2nd in the Brushfire Derby last out behind Obliviate. I do believe Obliviate wins some other race tonight, so that's something. This guy could not win Anonymous 2. His 2 starts before that, 1 for 6 lifetime. Number 5, 2 Ashes for Emily Mitchell. You may recall that she won the Long Island Acorn on Friday. This is a son of Zero. 1 for 5 lifetime. This guy broke his maiden first out really nicely and hasn't been able to win since then. 4th in a Grade 1, 3rd in a Grade 3, 4th in a Grade 2, and then 2nd in the Grade 1 Puerto Rican Crown. Number 6 is Jetstream for Cleopatra. This is a very well-bred son of Excelsior. He did win the local Queen's Trial after running 11th in the Louisville Derby. He did win both of his preps for the Derby. That was the end result and the Buccaneer. 4 for 7 lifetime. This guy is good. He's fast. He ran a 93 3 starts ago, and he won the local prep. So if you're looking for a non-Pete Vela option, this could be it. Rounding out the field is the full brother to the People's Horse, and this is the People's Hero, a son of Happy This Way, out of the Dr. Mare Bare Necessities. 2 for 6 lifetime. This horse was 7th in the Baltimore Crown, 8th in the Louisville Derby. Last one, week 14 of last year. That is your field for the Queen's Derby, and we have way too long before post time. Honestly, wouldn't mind if we could like speed it up. Would anybody like cry if we sped it up and I just did it now? You could tell whoever came in later to listen to it on YouTube. Because I got like a coaching thing at 8 and my kids are still awake. It's a whole situation. I'm going to give everybody 1 minute to get your bets in. All right, let's do it. It is post time for the Queen's Derby. 1.25 miles for 3-year-olds on the main track. And a field of 7 is in the gate. They're off in the Queen's Derby, and it was 1 step slow for Avenger. Jetstream had to take up at the start. The People's Hero from the outside goes to the lead, and here's Achievement shooting in along the rail. To Ashes now, Jetstream, Netherland, Avenger, and Ransack is at the back of the pack. And it is now Jetstream who's dueling with the People's Hero. These two side by side. Achievement in along the rail. Their length clear to 2 Ashes as they go into the clubhouse turn. Netherland is 5th, and then comes Avenger, and Ransack is at the back of the pack, but only 7 lengths front to back. We have a new leader now, and it is Achievement who takes over from Jetstream and the People's Hero. They start to string out, so it's Achievement, the People's Hero 2nd, and then comes Jetstream, another length back to 2 Ashes. Netherland is 5th. He's got 6 lengths to make up, and then comes Ransack, and Avenger is at the back of the pack. So it is Achievement and the People's Hero. These two duking it out early with Jetstream, and now Achievement's trying to get away. Achievement a length clear to the People's Hero. Jetstream alongside, and then comes 2 Ashes. Avenger moves up between horses. Netherland drops back, and Ransack's going to have to get going. And they've got 3 furlongs left to run in the Queen's Derby. It's still Achievement. The People's Hero trying to get him. Jetstream's not doing enough. 2 Ashes, and here's Avenger up alongside horses, and Avenger's now with the danger. It's Achievement and Avenger. Here's Ransack from the back of the pack, and then Jetstream. And it is Avenger who takes over now from Achievement. Ransack alongside trying to go with him, and then comes Jetstream. It is Avenger, your new leader, and Avenger's running to the wire. He's going to give Pete Vela a double. Ransack's going to be 2nd, Achievement 3rd, then Jetstream and the People's Hero. The official winner is Avenger. He's a 3-year-old gray colt by Blue Bayou out of Penguin by Man of Mystery. He was bred by the steward and is owned by Pete Vela. This is his 4th win in 8 starts. He is also entered back for next Monday's Prince of Peace. Could Pete Vela do the double and get 2 Canadian Triple Crowns in a row? That would actually be kind of awesome. This Prince of Peace looks like the most stacked Prince of Peace I've ever seen. It's usually like a really bad race, but this one looks pretty good. All right, that's it. We're done. I'm going to go try and read a book to my kids. I hope you all have a lovely night, and I love you all. And mushy stuff. Farewell.